Here's Eric Burns' cross-country report this morning.
David Glosser is a senior science major at Denison University in Granville, Ohio. This morning, he's presenting a paper on the economics of nuclear power in his energy technology class. But first, he has to milk the goat.
I kind of wanted to shy away from a lot of life that was really, I could see a lot of spoils and trappings that I really didn't want to go with the grain.
David and some other Denison students who didn't want to go with the grain built with their own hands 3 cabins about a mile off campus. And they live here with no electricity, no gas, no telephones, and no regrets.
I've always, like many people, had kind of a dream of moving out into a cabin, building your own house, and supplying your own energy and having a garden, that type of thing. I think a lot of it comes from the early American writers like Thoreau and Emerson. I think there's a lot of that in a lot of Americans, the independence and self-reliance. Fire, wind, sun, and dishes like eggplant parmesan are the only sources of energy out here, and out here is called the Homestead. Some of the students who live here have had some problems with their parents. Fathers who say, it's costing me good money to put you through college. Now you're going to get your milk out of a cafeteria, not out of a goat. Mothers who say, are you sure this isn't one of those hippie free-love communes? But among Denison's other students, there isn't so much skepticism as apathy. There are about 2,000 Denison students, and only 11 of them live on the Homestead.
I was looking for an alternative lifestyle to living in an institutionalized dorm sort of thing. And personally, I knew that it would be a challenge, and I wanted to see if I had the strength to do it.
Just ready to get our seeds germinating.
I'm learning that it's very possible to do without a lot of the things that I considered necessities in everyday life. Television, stereos, electricity. We make our own music here.
The Homestead was the idea of a Denison professor whom some of the Homesteaders have had for biology. His name is Robert Ulrichs.
It was just yesterday I walked into my laboratory and one of the homesteaders was there doing some studying. I threw on the switch, turned on the lights. She said, that's not necessary. She has learned that she can live with a lower illumination. A change in lifestyle is not necessarily a descent in lifestyle. That life can still be rich even though you do not have all of the accoutrements and fancy gadgets which we normally live in.
That last sentence is really the philosophy of the Homestead. What would be written over its portal, if it had a portal. But having been brought together by their goal of learning how to use energy more intelligently, these young men and women have found that they're also learning something else.
I've learned the most important thing I've learned is cooperation, how to work with people, the importance of responsibility, a lot of the things that they say that you should be learning in your college years or whatever that you normally wouldn't learn on campus.
And finally, to put it all into perspective, Reed Blinn, senior sociology major.
It may not be for everybody, but for some people it can be quite a good lifestyle.
For today, this is Eric Burns, NBC News, Granville, Ohio.